Hi, I'm Sherrol. I'm one of the graduates of AIS International School Class of 2018, and I'm an incoming freshman at Boston University as an undecided student. So Boston University is a private research institution which is located in the heart of Boston in the state of Massachusetts. If you guys don't know this, Boston University receives 60,000 applicants every year and they only accept 3,300 with an acceptance rate of 22%. And those who were accepted, they were the top 7% of their high school graduate, and they received an overall grade average of A- and had 1486 in average. And this is all stats according to the Boston University website. Why am I telling you this? I just want to inform that you don't necessarily need all of these scores in order to get accepted. There are whole other components that the colleges look into before they accept you. First of all, I would like to talk about undecided major. What is undecided major? Undecided is you don't have to choose major when you first enter into the college, and this is the best for those who don't know what they want or what they want to pursue. What does it mean to be an undecided student? Undecided student has many benefits. First of all, you will graduate bachelor's degree in 4 years like your other friends, but then you have to choose your major after 2 years of college, and that gives you time to really think about what you really want in life, and that is really okay. Next, I would like to talk about early decision. I did early decision for Boston University. So what is early decision? Early decision is an option where you can apply to the one specific university where you are 100% committed to that university. What's the benefit about early decision? Early decision, university sees you as a person who is who really wants to be in the university, and that gives you a higher percentage of getting in. And if you apply for early decision, you get the answer back from the university earlier, right before Christmas break, and it makes you the first person who gets accepted to a university in your high school class. First, I would like to talk about my GPA. My GPA, I got 3.86 out of 4. I would consider that is above average, and in order to maintain a good grade, you just have to stay focused and listen to your teachers and do your homeworks. And I would like to inform everyone that I didn't take any AP, I didn't do any subject tests, or I didn't do any online courses, and that's okay. But if you want to challenge yourself and be more competitive and get into higher university, I recommend you to take those. Next, I would like to talk about SAT. That is one of the factors that I didn't meet the requirements of the Boston University, and that is okay. That is not the end of the world, because colleges, especially American colleges, they look at you as a whole, and they don't just look at one specific score to choose whether they should accept you or not. And for SAT practices, you just have to be consistent and then take advantage of free online resources such as Khan Academy. What I would do was I print out to practice those tests, and I would do it under the conditions you will see on real test day. And that's very crucial if you want to practice for SAT. And next, I would like to talk about TOEFL. TOEFL, I took IBT in Yangon, and I got 94 out of 120. I wouldn't consider that the best, and I really want to try better, but then I only took it once, so I really recommend for those people to take twice. For speaking component, you have to say it through a headphone and to the screen. So if you want to practice for speaking component, I really suggest you to record yourself and then listen to it whether it is clear or not. I would like to emphasize on this part, which is extracurriculum. This is one of the most important part of admission process, and also for me that is one of the strong points, because I do many things out of school, and I'm heavily involved in school community, and that's what I'm passionate about. I applied Boston University through Common App. Common App, they only give 10 spots to fill the activities, and I filled out my internships I did, and I filled out community services that I'm involved, the clubs and outside of the school. And also I talked about Model United Nations, and I also talked about basketball throughout my high school year, first grade 9, grade 10. And I would like to give suggestions to you all that do something that you will consistently do throughout the high school, and that shows you that you are very passionate about things and you are really interested, and not just to fill out the spots. So next, teacher recommendation. Teacher recommendation is very important because colleges see you from another perspective outside of your scores and all the things you put in the admission process. And I would recommend for you to ask teachers who you have taught you during high school career, and someone who knows you really well. And if you know your intended major, I would really recommend you to ask teachers who teach those subjects that are associated with your intended major. For example, if you want to go into engineering major, I would really suggest you to ask your math teacher or physics teacher. For me, so I asked my homeroom teacher who taught me economics, and my English teacher who had known me for 2 years, and another teacher who had known me for 5 years. Next, college essay. That's one of the most major factors that goes into the admission process, and I would say that is one of my strong points. For me, for Common App prompts, I chose one that allows me to explain an accomplishment, event, or realization that sparked a personal growth, and I used up about 642 out of 650 words limit. Next, another college essay is from BU, and they asked me what most excites me about BU, and what I explained was that the location, like how it will give me ample opportunities of life-changing internships and also meet diverse people. And for the word count, I really suggest you not to go overboard the word limit. And also, to edit your essay, I asked my sister and my English teacher to edit my essay, and at last, before I submit it to the university, I asked my principal to review it again. And I think it's really important to let someone preview your essay, but keep in mind that even though they proofread your essay, you have to keep that integrity, that your voice is still in that essay, and that is very important. Advice to all the parents, I would say you have to be really supported at this time, especially at this time, because your daughters and sons will be very stressed out, and you have to be really informed by it. Ask questions around at school, and you have to always remind your sons and daughters, have you done this? What are you doing now? What's your plan next? And then you have to be really keep in touch and not just let them do because I don't know anything. You have to know. And for my parents, they didn't really know anything about this process, and then I just talked to them. I told them every steps that I did during the process. Next, advice to all juniors, I would say to start early. Juniors, they should be starting their essays. Little by little, you have to work through it. And next, don't overstress yourself. Yes, it is very daunting to think about it, and it will be a long year, but then you just have to stay focused and do what you have to do. It will be very overwhelming, but then all the effort and work you put in will pay off, and trust me, I got that from experience. I wish you all the best, and I hope my advice works. And if you want more questions, you can just contact me through social media. Thank you very much, and good luck.